Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Sunny and we're back with another video. Now, you guys clicked on this video for one reason only, and that is to learn how to do the CRAIL pop, or the hardwood pop, whatever you want to call it. There's multiple variations of it, which I'm going to be going through in a second, but before I do so, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more Sunny content. And I'm trying to become more consistent, so your support will help me a lot in that process. And without further ado, let's get into the different variations of the pop. First pop we have is, in fact, the Nollie hardwood pop. This is probably my favorite. There's the caveman version where you jump on your board and do it. There's a version of it where you continue to move on your board, like without getting off your board, and you continue to pop. Then there's the regular hard flip pop. Not a nollie, just a regular hard flip. I'm gonna go over how different ones work as well, so nobody gets confused. We have the inward heel flip seatbelt pop. This one's way more complex, but if you know how to pop your tricks really well, it shouldn't be that hard to do. Then we have the hard flip seatbelt pop, and now I'm gonna get into how to do them. So the first one I'm gonna start off with is the nollie hard flip pop. The first thing you wanna learn how to do is pop your nollie hard flip. So just like this. That's what you learn. That's what we wanna know how to do. Just like that. You know, once you get that down, that's like the first step you need to learn. After that, we're gonna learn how to just CRAIL just like this. Don't try to do the hard flip yet, just learn how to CRAIL like that. And once you practice that, try adding an ollie into it. And then you wanna try to implement a nollie. You kinda just wanna put everything together. The CRAIL, just like that. Instead of popping an ollie, you wanna do the movement of the nollie hard flip. Once you put them together, you should get that. Takes practice, but you'll get used to it once you keep trying to do it. But yep, that's how you do the nollie hard flip pop. The regular hard flip pop is not as consistent. You can't really get this one first try every time. Even if you time it right, it won't really work. But with the bottom hard flip, it's just the same thing, CRAIL, but you pop a bottom hard flip just like that. Now I might not get this pop in the next couple tries, but if you just keep doing this, you'll eventually, you know, pop up in the air just like that. The third one I'm gonna get into is the nollie hard flip pop while moving. Once you can get the caveman version, or you just jump off your board and pop it, once you can get that one pretty consistent, then I would suggest moving on to doing it while, you know, staying on your board. Nobody will really expect you if you're like riding your board and you just like, you know, do that. You know, nobody's gonna really expect that. Like I said, learn the caveman version before you learn the on-board version. Last two pops, like I said, are not really CRAIL pops, they're more so seatbelt pops, but they still work similar to the CRAIL pop. Let's start with the seatbelt hard flip pop. For practice, I would just practice doing a full turn like this with nollie, and then you wanna learn how to do the seatbelt just like this, similar to how you would 3-trick like doing comp. You wanna kind of do that same thing, and once you have that down, you wanna just get the hard flip pop down. You want to make sure you have this down, just popping it on flat like this. And for the next one, you want to learn how to pop your inward heel flip just like that, but we'll get on to that next. So once you have the full rotation down with the seatbelt, you want to kind of put everything together, and you'll get that. Like I said, all of these take practice, so don't be frustrated the first couple times you go for it. Just every time you're trick lining, just try to do it somewhere in the clip to the point where you can, you know, get consistent with it. I'm gonna go over that one more time. For rotation, incorporate the seatbelt and do the hard flip. I didn't get it that time, but that's what it should look like when you do it. Just like that. Boom. Now, same thing. I'm gonna just go over this real quick. For rotation, seatbelt. Now, instead of doing a hard flip, you want to do an inward heel flip. Now, I know it may feel awkward at first. That's how it looks. If you guys can see it in the beginning, it's gonna feel awkward at first. The key to doing this one, you want to rotate your right stick clockwise, like circulate it around clockwise, so you can set yourself up to do the inward heel flip. If you know how to do the inward heel flip, then you'll know how it'll feel trying to get the inward. This might be the hardest one to explain, and it's probably the most difficult one out of all of them. I know it might sound confusing, but once you start practicing it, you'll understand what I mean. This is the final step, the key step. Do not miss this part anytime you're doing any of these pops. When you're doing the CRAIL or when you're doing the seatbelt, do not hold the grab. Do not hold LT the whole time when you're trying to do the pop. And do not hold RT the whole time you're trying to do the seatbelt. That'll kind of like mess up your timing. So you just want to kind of tap it. You could be in the CRAIL motion, you know, so it could look like that, but you don't want to hold it. So as soon as you hit the ground, you just do the nollie hard flip or whatever trick it is you're trying to do. If you're doing a seatbelt, So you want to tap it as soon as you hit the ground. You want to do the inward or the hard flip, whatever trick you're trying to do. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.